What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here today with the review. Well, it's not really a review, it's a recap of the 2019 BET Awards, which is hosted by Regina Hall. I love Regina Hall, man. So, I'm gonna get actually, before we even start talking about it, I love Regina Hall. I have been a big fan of Regina Hall since she played Brenda in, the scary movies. Like when she played ghetto ass Brenda, I've been a fan of her since then. So let's just go ahead and just jump into the video. So the way that I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna talk about Regina Hall as a host. I'm gonna do the performances and I'm gonna do the awards that we got, and not in that particular order. I'm gonna go by based on my notes, and I think my notes is the host, the awards and the performers and the awards, the presenters. My bad, y'all. The presenters and the awards, and then I went into the performances. So stick around, and we're just gonna get through this in a timely fashion. So stick with me. All right, you guys. So, like I said, Regina Hall, she hosted the BET Awards of 2019. The one thing I will say about BET is, though, that BET didn't really promote this that well, because I just found, they just started, from what I saw, the promotion really just started last week, the week before the BET Awards. Because I didn't even know that Regina Hall was hosting it until I saw it. I'm like, well, actually, I saw it on Instagram a few weeks ago that she was hosting it. But again, there was just no promotion around it. Regina Hall, man, she did a great job. She did much better than what we had last year. And I think it was either Jamie Foxx or Kevin Hart who hosted it last year. I can't remember who hosted it last year. But whoever hosted it last year, it was horrible. It was trash. But like I said, Regina did good. I love the opening, where she was doing her own version of Homecoming that Beyonce did with Netflix. Hers was homegrown. She was auditioning people to do stuff for she's repping her city, DC. And I'm like, okay, I loved it. And then when we saw Beyonce's drummer from Homecoming, and I'm like, you better do it, Regina. Like, you better do it. And then she had, I forgot who she had out there with her, but do it in the butt. Like, I live for it. I'm like, okay, Regina. And then when Taraji came out there and started twerking, I'm like, you know what, y'all better get it. So I definitely, I loved Regina Hall hosting it. She had some, some good moments and some really funny moments. I loved the skit that at first I wasn't too fond of it, because I'm like, damn, we beating this 50 Cent thing over the head, like a horse, like a dead horse. But it was really funny when 50 Cent came on talking about he was in, I forgot where he said it was, but it was Monday there. He said, I need my money. I need my money. And I thought, I'm like, okay, it's cute, it's funny. So, she definitely did a good job as the host. I thoroughly enjoyed her. I also love the scene, not the scene, I love when Marsai Martin went out there to present her award, present the award that she was presenting, which we're going to get into in a few minutes. But, Regina Hall was backstage, pretending like she knows she was going to win that because she was in the movie Little with Marsai Martin. And when they announced who the winner was, she's like, why don't you go get that bitch and have her present it? Like, find that bitch and have her present it. So I thought it was absolutely funny. I love Regina Hall. And the only thing about the BET Awards that I will say, and it's not anything against Regina Hall, it's the fact that the award show was so fucking long. Like, I looked up, it was 10:30. I'm like, okay. Because on the guide, it said it was going to be over at 10 o'clock, which I'm like, yeah, that ain't going to happen. The BET Awards never ends when it's supposed to. So then we get into 10:30, and I'm like, okay, cool. Then we start reaching toward 11 and 11:30. I said, okay, this is going on a little bit too long for me. Like, why? Why? Because I'm like, I got to go to fucking work. And I was going to record my video last night, but when it went into hour number 4, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm going to do it tomorrow. So we're doing it today. So now we're going to go into the awards and the presenters. So stick around for that. Okay, you guys. So the first award of the night was presented by Yara Shahidi from ABC's Blackish and Freeform's Grownish. So Yara Shahidi, she presented the award for Best New Artist. So the award for Best New Artist went to Lil Baby. Sometimes I get Lil Baby and Da Baby confused. Now, I listen to both of them on Sirius XM. If you guys listen to It's Channel 44 on. If you guys have Sirius XM, it's Channel 44. They play both them on there. They play a lot of different people, but those are the main two that I definitely hear. So then for our second award, we had Justine Skye, Elijah Kelly, and Irv Gotti. Now, Justine Skye and Elijah Kelly are from Irv Gotti's television show on BT by the name of Tales. And Tales is going into its second season. And also, I think they said that Andrea Michelle is going to be on here. I'm like, oh, Andrea, you acting now. I'm like, get your coins, girl. I'm not even going to shade you by no means. Get it how you live. So they presented the Young Stars Award, and that award went to Marsai Martin, who plays Diane on ABC's Blackish. And when she got up, she did her little meme. I was like, man, it's just so cool to see what she's been able to accomplish for herself, as a young kid. Like, I'm like, kids today can look up to her, especially young black girls, young black boys. Use her as an example to look up to because she's doing the damn thing. So then the next award, which was presented by Amanda Seales, it was the Shine a Light Award. And this award was given to Candace Payne. Now you might be asking, who is Candace Payne? Well, you guys remember earlier this year when Chicago went through that polar vortex that Jussie Smollett had that big ass issue with. She is the young lady who went and got the hotel room for the homeless people. So they're shining the light on her, and I think they gave her like $10,000 or something, which was a good look. I'm like, you put good into the world and good comes back to you. So I was happy to see that happen for that young lady. So then we had the Best Actress Award, and that was presented by Marsai Martin, which I already talked about it when Regina Hall was backstage thinking that she won it. Well, Marsai Martin revealed who the winner was. She said Regina King. And, Regina was like, did she say King? She was like, yeah, she said King. And then she's like, well, we need you to go out here to, introduce the next act. So why don't y'all go down to Beale Street and find that bitch and have her come do it? I'm like, Regina Hall I love Regina Hall, like I said before. Love her, love her, love her. All right, so then next we had Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton is like a toothpick at this point with that big ass head on it. Like, god damn. But he came out to present the Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspirational Award. And that award went to Snoop Dogg. Now, didn't Snoop Dogg perform from his gospel album last year? But I guess it must have missed the cutoff for being nominated for an award. So, whatever. So then we had Anderson .Paak. He came out and he presented Album of the Year. And Album of the Year, it went to Cardi B. I'm cool with that. I was happy that Cardi B won. That dress, however, she had on, I'm like, that dress is not the best looking, but, she did it. She did what she did. And I ain't gonna knock her for it. I'm glad that she won. If it wasn't her that won, if she didn't win, I would have preferred to see the Carters win for their album last year. So congratulations to Cardi. So next we have Lala and Lorenz Tate, and they come out to present for Best Movie, and the best movie was Black Klansman. All right. So then after that, we had Robin Rihanna Fenty. She came out and she presented the Lifetime Achievement Award to Mary J. Blige. And Mary J. Blige did her own fucking tribute. Like, Mary did that shit. You had Method Man come out there. You had Lil' Kim. You had Diddy there. Like, that shit, I was lit. If you guys watched my Claws review, I was lit watching it because I was actually watching it live and recording my video. So then next we have Neo and Ayesha Curry come out, and they presented for International Act, which went to somebody by the name of Burna Boy. Don't know who he is. I might check him out. So then Jacob Lattimore, he came out and he presented the Coca-Cola Viewer's Choice Award. Speaking of Coca-Cola, man, they did so much product placement with that shit. Like, you had that one girl, she was just sitting there the whole, with Jacob Lattimore in that sound stage, and she was just like, and I didn't even see her take a drink of it, but she was just like, Coca-Cola, bitches. Coca-Cola. Get into it. All right, so the Coca-Cola Viewer's Choice Award went to LMA. So then we had Taraji. She came up to present the Ultimate Icon Award, which went to Tyler Perry. And I loved his speech, man. That speech was, uplifting and powerful. It was kind of shade to that. Well, it wasn't really shade, but, the young lady who got the billboard, like, girl, don't get a fucking billboard. Just go and meet the man and audition. Like, work for what you want. Like, hard work pays off. Then we got that annoying ass T.I. He came out there to present the humanitarian award, and that was presented to Nipsey Hussle's family. We had Lauren London there, his sister, his mom and dad, and his grandmother was there, and his kids. The grandmother said said a speech. I love the grandmother's speech. I actually love his mother's speech. I know people be like, she going all off top. She's going different places, but she feels like doesn't feel that way. We are all spiritual beings. We're only here for a short time, and once we leave here, we leave here, and that's really what it is. And I dug what his mother was saying. I really did, but some people just wasn't feeling it, but I really was. I really was, to be honest with you. So next we're gonna go ahead and just get right into the performance. So stick around for that, you guys. All right, next you guys, performers. So we opened up the show with Cardi B and with Offset. So Offset started out by doing Clout, and we saw Offset dancing. I'm like, what? Offset is dancing? Like, okay, Offset, I see you. So then Cardi B comes out to press, 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 press. Cardi don't need more press, 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 press. I'm like, okay, Cardi. But then when I saw her and her mama body look good, even though she just had surgery on it, I'm like, girl, you still look good. But I was hella confused about Cardi B. I'm like, is Cardi B lip syncing? Like, is that what's going on here? I ain't shading her, no, by no means I'm not shading her, but I was just like, why is she lip syncing? Is she out of breath? Is she not feeling herself? Is she not feeling good or something? Like, I was just confused why she was lip syncing, because you could clearly tell she was lip syncing. But again, no shade to Cardi. But that lap dance that she was giving Offset, I'm like, y'all about to fuck when y'all get home. So the next performance that we had was the baby. He performed Suge. I love that fucking song. Every time it come on my car on XM radio, I'm like, I just be jamming to it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know the lyrics to that song, so I'm not gonna even try to sing it. But loved his performance. His outfit, however, was confusing as fuck to me. Did he have on? He looked like. I saw a meme on social media where they compared him to Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob. And then he also looked like Popeye, a big buffed up Popeye when he eats his spinach. But other than that, he had a great performance. So then we had Fantasia come out, and she performed a new song off of her album. I think it's called Sketchbook. I'm gonna have to go listen to it. The song was titled Enough. She looked fantastic. I'm like, wow. I'm like, yes, you better get into it. Give us a look. Like, come on, girl. Like, I was feeling Fantasia. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go listen to that song because I love Fantasia. I've been a fan of Fantasia since American Idol days. So then on a Nissan soundstage, we had this guy by the name of Lucky Day. Lucky Day, he actually sounded really good. I wish when it came to the sound, the Nissan soundstage, I wish that they, gave the performers a little bit more time before they just cut directly to commercial, because I was getting into his song, so I'm gonna have to look him up too. And then also on the Nissan soundstage, we had a girl named Kiana Lede. She sounded good too. She gave me a Solange vibe. I'm like, okay. Like I said, I just wish that BT would just, when it comes to the sound stages, give them more, shine, or either put them on. If you guys are going to present them, either give them more camera time or put them on the pre-show. Like, let us actually hear a full snippet of their songs. We had Lizzo perform. I really did not get I forgot what the name of Lizzo's song was, but I fucking love Lizzo. And then I see people on social media this morning clowning her about her weight. Like, they're talking about, people are promoting unhealthy eating. No, she's promoting being happy with your body. Like, if you're a big girl, big boy, be happy with that. And we don't know if she's healthy or unhealthy. We don't know what her health status is. So I feel like people talking about she's unhealthy. You don't know what the fuck she is. So stop making assumptions because she's a big girl. Like, there's some skinny motherfuckers that are unhealthy, but you're not talking about, you're not talking about that. You just want to talk about the fact that she's a big girl. She's celebrating her curves, and shout out to Lizzo. And then when she started twerking with her flute, yes, mama, give it to me. And I tweeted her. I think I either tweeted her or went on her IG, and I just told her she was an inspiration to me, because being somebody that it wasn't band, playing the alto saxophone and the clarinet, you just growing up, you're a band geek and it's not cool. So I told her big ups to her for making it, cool for people like me and her who play instruments to just be unapologetic about it. And she's unapologetic about everything, and I love that about her. So then the next performance we had was Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus when they performed Old Town Road. I think that's the name of the song. I'm not big on that song, but when it comes on, I'm like, okay, I can get into it. You know who really got me into that song? La La Scissorhands when she did her YouTube video. That's who really got me into that song. So then the next performance we had was, I don't know why we say City. I mean, I know we say City Girls because she is part of the City Girls, but technically it's Croatia, aka Young Miami. She got up there and she did a snippet of Act Up Earl on the beat. Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Big Birkin bag, hoe, 5-6 figure. Stripes on my ass, so we call his pussy Tigger. Fucking on a scamming ass, rich ass nigga. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. They play that shit so much that I know those lyrics. But yeah, she performed her song, and then we had Lil Baby perform his song. And I know Lil Baby's song. I just can't think of it off the top of my brain right about now. But the transition between his song was so fucking weird. I'm like, so when it ended, I'm like, okay, so that's it. But then he came back out. I'm like, wait, where'd that come from? But he did that. Then we got a performance from her. And her was actually introduced by the Exonerated Five. We no longer call them the Central Park Five. They're the Exonerated Five. And it's just so good to see them. They got a standing ovation. Your dumbass president, he won't issue an apology, but nobody expects that motherfucker to issue an apology, unfortunately, because he's a dumbass. But, her performed her song. I didn't really get the name of the song that her performed. And I didn't get the name of the other, the guy that was with her, Y&B something. I didn't get his name. But overall, fantastic. So then we got Mustard and Amigos. They perform Pure Water. Love Pure Water. That is my shit. I wear that shit out. I listen to it on YouTube. I listen to it everywhere. Like, I love Pure Water. So I already talked about the Mary J. Blige tribute. She tributed herself. We had DJ Khaled come out. He had Meek Mills with him. I think he had Jeremiah with him. He had some other people with him. At this point, DJ Khaled is kind of hella fucking annoying. I'm the father of Assad. We know you're the father of Assad. I think everybody in the English-speaking world know that you are the father of Assad. And I'm not knocking him. Like, that is great that he loves his son. That is great that he big up his son. But at a certain point, I think we kind of get tired of hearing it. Just being honest. Sorry, that's my opinion. It's much like what he did last year at the BET Awards, just carrying his son around on his hip. Like, we get it. You have a son. You love your son. There is nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it can be just a little bit of overkill, and that's just my opinion about it. So we had Kirk Franklin. He was on stage in this tight ass shirt. It looked like a blouse. And it was just so fucking tight. He kept messing with the buttons. I'm like, that button is gonna pop and hit somebody in the fucking audience, because that shit was tight as fuck. It was him. It was a fat ass. You called me a fat ass Kelly Price. I will never get over that from Catfish, where they Tony, the Tony voice, because you called me a fat ass Kelly Price. Oh shit. So yeah, it was Kelly Price. It was the other guy that's gonna be on Sunday Best as a judge. So we got rid of Donnie McClurkin, thank God, because I couldn't deal with Donnie McClurkin. I really couldn't. I used to watch Sunday Best all the time, but Donnie McClurkin used to just get on my last damn nerve. And Erica Campbell was there as well. So they performed Kirk Franklin's song. Forgot to take the name of that shit down too. And then also, I actually forgot to put this in my notes, but we had Marsha Ambrosius. She came on stage and she did a tribute to Nipsey Hussle. We had DJ Khaled and John Legend. They performed that song that they recorded with Nipsey Hussle. And somebody else came out there. I forgot who it was. And then we closed the show with, shit. I forgot who we closed the show with, you guys. But you guys, that was the BET Awards recap. Like the video, leave your comments. Tell me what you guys thought about the BET Awards. Was it good? Was it bad? How did you like Regina Hall as the host? The performances. What did you guys think about the performances? Leave them in the comments below, and I will see you guys later tonight for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.